Welcome back, everybody. It's been almost 2 weeks. I just finished a podcast, so if you want to check that out, I'm gonna leave a link in the bottom descriptions, however it is. I'm trying to get a little bit better about that and get that link over to the podcast on Spotify, Anchor. I think it's on Breaker. I don't know. It's on a couple different forums. I'll get better at knowing where they are. But this video is about the Ark, the one up in or I'm in Connecticut, so it'll be the one down in Williamstown, Kentucky. So last 2 weeks been busy getting prepared for that. Other things going on. Last week we were on vacation, probably the last vacation we'll ever have before the world ends. I'm not saying the rapture's coming. I don't know if that's a joke, but listen, the world's not doing well right now. Recession's coming, so we're hoping to move down to Tennessee. But we went on vacation down to Tennessee, and on the eastern side saw the Smoky Mountains. We're down the Maryville area. That would be south of Knoxville, and then we took a drive up to the Ark, about 3.5 hour drive, well worth it. So this is my review of the Ark. I'm sure there's a ton of them out there, but this is mine. So the first thing I can tell you, as I parked the vehicle, got out of the vehicle, yes, took the picture of the kids and my wife, you know how, the touristy thing you do. And then I looked in the distance from the parking lot to the Ark. And it was amazing at that moment. I just stood there and looked from a distance, just the massiveness of it from even that far away was pretty special. Then we got into the little bus, and then we drove up the little road there, and when they drop, well, you get in these little bus things, different people. You drive up there, and we're lucky. This is September, so there's less tourists in September going there. So we got up there, got off, and there was this arch with the rainbow and the covenant. And I said to my wife, I'm like, oh look, a real rainbow covenant. What the rainbow really stands for, you know, with the LGBTQF, CIA, FBI, ATM, I don't know. So we're walking, and we walked into the entrance, and obviously now we're closer to the Ark at that moment, and again, looking at it even closer, and understanding the gravity of that moment. My wife teared up. I'm going to deny that I was emotional at any point. I'm going to deny it straightly. Alright, so I got choked up a little bit. Or my wife would go, mm-hmm. It was amazing. There is a lack of any adjectives that I can use to describe the moment. It was huge. And you read the stories and you hear about the stories. You've read the Bible. We've read Noah's Ark a billion times. All right, a billion's a lot, but you get the point. And it's amazing. And obviously we believe in the story. We know that it's true. And to know that someone built this. Now, I will say right now, this Ken Ham, I don't agree with this guy on a lot of things. I don't. I don't think we're on the same page. In fact, he's an ESV guy. But when it comes to the point of creationism, I'm more on board with him on that. But to have built this to as close to specs as they could from what they have for information was amazing. And to know that these guys spent nearly 75 years building this, 75 to 100, I guess it's different accounts, but roughly 75 years, and not using the technology of today, it's absolutely amazing. It was huge. Obviously took a picture, and I stood underneath and I took a picture like underneath it, just to see how tall it was amazing. And then we walked in with these little, it's almost like the bank line, you know, and then up the stairs. And you walk up in there, and it hits you in the moment like, how in the world could you not believe this? Or I should say this, how in the world could you not imagine or believe that it all can fit, everything fit? Because you look around, it's amazing. They did a wonderful job. And it was fantastic. It was great. All of that was wonderful. So, my critiques, though. So, here's what I had a tough time dealing with. Knowing that they have to make money. So, I had a mixed feeling about the fact that you had all the things for sale inside, like down on the floor, like, you know, jackets and books and stuff like that. I was not opposed to them selling things, I guess you could say, on the outside, but it bothered me a little. But I also get it, you gotta put the lights on. So that was my, maybe it's me, maybe it's my hang up, but again, with Jesus in the temple, you know, that's not the place to sell stuff. So it's definitely could be me, and you can let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy. Well, don't do that because you'll all be typing in I'm crazy. But it was an amazing moment. So my two youngest loved it. I have an older one. He's 18, and he's having his issues. He believes in God, but he can't quite get there. And even he, with his skepticism, was like, "Whoa. This is crazy. This is insane. This is amazing that they did this back then." I'm like, yeah. And he was impressed by the tools that they had, just seeing what they had to use. I said, yeah, guided by God, I told him. Let's not forget that. But it was a powerful moment, and even moments as we walked through that whole boat. So I don't want to make this a long review, but if you get the time and you're in Kentucky already, you should definitely go if you haven't been. But I think everyone should go just to see. You don't have to agree with Ken Ham because I'm not a big Ken Ham guy in all aspects of things except for this boat, and I think it's important. It was an awesome boat, so yeah, that's kind of all I have for the my reviews on that. I just, if you have the time, and again, I'm stumbling this video because there's a lack of adjectives. It was absolutely incredible to see the enormity of this ark, this boat, this ship, like a cruise ship. Absolutely amazing. And I've already said that, and I'll say it again. But other than the fact that you're selling stuff down below, that was a problem I had. I did buy a DNA book down there I thought was interesting, and a Darwin, the argument against Darwin book, and that I had wanted before, and I just never got around to buying, but they were there, so I bought them. So now you're going to say, I get it. Well, see, now you did the same thing. You bought it anyways. I know. But get there if you can. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. So that's my review of the Ark. I appreciate you tuning into my my review. I'm sure there's 1,000 out there, or billions. Or billions again. So I think I've said that word before. God bless. Have a great night.